Hi Yuliyan, here from Snowboard Addiction. How's it going? Thanks for sending in your video. I have some different tips that are going to help improve your writing. So I'm going to play your video here and I'm going to pause it in a few different spots. I know you've already watched it, so I won't make you guys watch the whole thing right now. Now, the first thing I noticed is that your body, your upper body and your lower body are very in line the whole way through each turn. That's a good thing. But in saying that, you're also quite stiff and rigid throughout your writing. So what I mean by that is right now your upper body and your lower body are in line, and I'm noticing that you're holding your hands in quite close. You can probably relax a little bit, let those hands out, put your front hand over the nose of your board, put the back arm over your tail, and let them kind of splay out a little bit, because it's good to be able to use your hands. I'll keep playing it while I'm talking. And now what you can do is you can start to flow a little bit. So instead of just being so locked, where your core is just locked, I want you to actually, as you make that toe edge turn, push your front arm towards that toe edge a little bit. You make that heel edge, push your front arm towards the heel edge. So what you'll find is that your body's still in line, but it's tweaking towards the direction you're turning. And what that means, it'll make everything look less stiff and rigid through your turns. Okay. Now the next thing I wanted to point out with the writing is if I go and kind of freeze frame a little bit here, I want you to see that when you're on so if I freeze frame it right there, I want you to see how much you're leaning over. So, I'm just trying to get this pen to work. Sorry, I'm just trying to get the little pen. For some reason the pen isn't working, but my finger works. But you can see right now in your body that you're very much leaning over. So that's on the toe edge. And then if I go to the heel edge, pause it right there, same thing, you're kind of like leaning over. Now, when you lean over, so I'm going to hold my chair here to show you when I lean over, is right now when I'm leaning over, my weight is not over top of my board. Same thing, if I lean towards my heel edge like this, my weight's not on top of the board. So how you can improve this is try create edge, but keep your body weight over the board. So when you go into the toe edge, instead of just leaning into the toe edge, which is what you're currently doing, I want you to bend, watch this, bend my hips and knees, hips forward, knees forward. And what happens is it allows me to create that same amount of edge while keeping more weight, more mass over top of that board. What that does, that's going to mean that you're going to skid out less through those turns, which is one of the questions you asked. So same thing on the heel edge. If you go on the heel edge, you're goofy, so I'll do it goofy. So I've got a chair here. Instead of just leaning in, when you lean in, your weight goes away from the board. I want you to create edge. I want you to dip in with the hips, lift your toes. Keep your knees bent, dip in with the hips and lift your toes to create edge. So what's going to happen is now you're creating more heel edge, but you're keeping the weight on top of your board. So I'm going to show you where this matters. There was one spot where you kind of I think it was this turn. You were asking about kind of chattering, no, it wasn't that one. Let's see. There was one turn where your board kind of skipped a little bit through the turns. Might have been up here. Yeah, that was it there. It's kind of hard to see because it's quite far away, but if you watch this, the board kind of as you went through that hillside turn, the board kind of went chit, 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 chit. That's because there's no weight on the edge. So what you need to focus on is bending your body so that you can keep weight on top of the board. Toe edge, it's hips and knees forward. Heel edge, it's bending at the waist, keeping the knees bent and lifting the toes. That's the next step. So trying to flow with those turns a little bit, using the upper body, spreading the arms out, keeping the weight on top of the board. And those are two really good tips that are going to help you with your writing and make it look better. This is Neville from Snowboard Addiction. Our goal is to improve your writing.